Welcome back, my fellow duplicates. ʃᵐᵃ, I've got a project for you, and I think you're gonna love it. Today, we're gonna be taking a look at a new modded piece of equipment called the Stirling engine. Interesting. So what this is doing is that it is going to pump heat from a room below and then harness some of that heat as it generates power. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I need to start generating some steel for higher temperature materials, and I figure, hey, why not try this on the modded side first? Because, well, these guys got their hands full. And, matter of fact, the thing that I should be doing over here is starting to try to ranch some Drekos. I have like one Dreko in this entire map. So I'm going, because clearly this map is a perfectly balanced thing. So yes, that's exactly what I'm going to be starting with over here, and we'll just plan that out as well. I kind of thought I would get away with just kind of building all the ranches and everything right here. However, I'm running headlong into this giant puddle of water and what I've now found to be an incredibly hot zone over here. This is 120 degrees Celsius, which is kind of crispy. However, this over here is not. So right now we kind of got both of these fighting each other. Now, I think there was a nice Dreko ranch I saw in here somewhere. Poor Discord is so big at this point, it's almost impossible to keep track of anything. Which is a good thing, it's very active. I'm glad people are sharing so much. Where's the Dreko farm? Oh, here we go. Path optimized so that no animal is ever more than 11 moves from the shearing station. Pretty close to 100% uptime by Henneco. Look at that design. The science. All right, dupes, there's your inspiration. All right, so I'm starting up two different projects. I think I'm going to do my ranching over here on the right. However, we do have this anti-thermal nullifier. Let's just go with the thermal nullifier, just call it that. We have the thermal nullifier over here, and it is waiting for hydrogen fuel. So this can get really, really cold right there. So that's good. But the one thing is that I don't necessarily want my Dreko ranch right to be next to something that's super cold. And this, to me, is visually supposed to be a building, so therefore that's all I'm going to have right there. And I would keep going over here to the right, but I have some other stuff I'd like to do over here. And I'm not going to go down because this is all industrial equipment. If in case you're wondering, the idea of the base here, the whole idea is that the dupes stay up here, and this is where they do their work and their business and stuff. And then down here is all the industrial equipment that will basically be backfilled with salt tiles as the basement. Or something like that. That's kind of the look I'm going for. So, with that in mind, I'm going to build up here like this. And try to dig it up. We got some liquefiable things that are going to happen there. That's fine. Probably don't want to dig that one. So if I build this right here, that might actually work. Puffs, why are you way up here, of all places? I don't know what to do with you. All right, so the inside dimensions here, that should be 16. Awesome. And then we'll have some other stuff to go up here and try to build this, which means we're also going to have a massive flood, which means, in addition to everything else that I have going on, probably going to have to do a little bit of water desalination. All right, dupes. So the idea is to not break these tiles up here because we're going to try to naturally plant some stuff up there. Everything else can be cleared out. And I hope this works. There's a good chance that it won't work, but I hope it works. Ah, yes. Somebody was mentioning that I had these sensors on the wrong side. Thank you. I'm glad I remembered that now that I look down here. Yes, these need to be over here because the thing is going the other direction. Got it. All right, refinement, desalination. If we detect salt water, we should actually just run it right through this machine. And we can go ahead and just put a little bit of a liquid tank right here, just kind of store it up because there's going to be a fair amount of it. And this, what are you doing? You're not running. Okay, if it's above, whatever, just run. Jeez. Look at how many tubes there are just zipping over there. Nice. And a little Dreklet right there. It's like the game knows that's what I wanted. Thank you, game. All right, ʃᵐᵃ, for your project over here, there's some things that we need to do, and right here is a good spot to do them, I think. Oh, man. I'm tired. I haven't even... What am I doing over here? brain farts. Can't process anymore. All right. There it is. Metal refinery. So considering we have a lot of power in this area, this would be a good spot for it. The only thing about the metal refinery is that it does put out a fair amount of heat. So we need to be able to handle that heat somehow. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put this down here, a little bit of a metal refinery. And I can actually build up a fair amount of these if I really want to. Oh, that isn't working out. All right, so here we go. Kind of making this one up as I go, but we're going to see what happens here. Meep, just clear this area out because we need to work in this spot. And then what we're basically going to have up here is Stirling engines. These Stirling engines are going to hopefully move heat from one side to the other. Actually never used this machine, so I don't know how well this is going to work. But we're going to find out. 200,000 DTUs? Wow, okay, that should be pretty good. So here's the main idea, Meep. We're just going to build these. Many of them. Because, you know, I've never used it, so why not? We're just going to go all in. And then, obviously, we need to build an insulated tile between the two. All right, dupes, how you doing over here? You're not doing so good. Ah, because I closed the wall off. That's why. Oh, hang on. Don't close the wall off. Here, submit bioscan. That's where you should go through. There you go, Lerda. Bloop. Calling the achievement. Hey, I got something for that. Man, our food is really spiked up. Look at that, 115,000 barbecue. Way too much meal ice. That's good. All of our meal ice is actually going to move. Once we kind of get this, we'll actually put production up here. But to make sure that we're not flooded by this salt water here, we do need to detect that. All right, so that means we need to do our little whoop thing here. So just setting this up real quick. We're just going to go like that. So hopefully we can store up enough that actually... So hopefully we have enough to kind of store some stuff up. And then we'll just let it run out. All right, so here's essentially what I got going on. We'll do this number, and then I'll bring the water back down here. So this way, if I end up with like too much salt water here, I can actually just take this and keep expanding the tanks to the left. Which, you know what, I think is just a good idea to do from the get-go. Here you go, dupes. Let's avoid getting flooded if possible. And then we will slowly process that into clean water right down here, which is actually going to be a little bit hot, I think, because the water that comes out of that should be technically quite hot. But I've actually never used this machine in a game, believe it or not. Like an actual playthrough. But let me just take a look at the water that comes out. We combine the temperature of the input of the materials. But then it's producing it at 40. Okay, so, yeah. Oh no, here comes the salt water. Well, that's already found its way through. Crap. It was not ready. Well, I'm experimenting, but what we're going to try now is to run it through the solinator and then go out over here. You know what? I think it's time for Super Meep to have a friend over here. Increased strength, creativity. I'm gonna go with Devin over here. Welcome to the base, Ken. And thank you so much for being a Patreon supporter. So you, like Super Meep, can't go that direction. You must go out over here. So I'll set you up there, and, well, you get your own bedroom over here. How about that? And by the way, you have a lot of work to do. Like a whole lot of work. Oh, geez, water. Water everywhere. Where did it come from? Oh, no! Somebody built that tile, and it just flooded a bunch of stuff. Oh, no, dude, mop. Actually, maybe don't mop everything? Because we do have a lot of water weeds down here. But you know what, we could just dump that on the floor somewhere. Mop it all up. Help them out, Sweepy. Alright, so all of that is being swept up and built over here. Let's focus back on what we got going on over here. Alright, so now below this is going to be the ultimate refinement, which I technically don't have room for, so that's nice. I need you to move this up one tile. Look at Ken. Look at Ken compared to Super Meep. Oh, poor guy. I mean, I'm glad you're trying to help. Super Meep's just kind of waiting for you to catch up, so you'll be fine. All right, so this tile, because I definitely messed this up. I didn't plan it. My bad. That's gonna need to be bumped down here, like so. Super meep. There you go. Keep going, bud. Ah, jeez. So much water. Dupes, just build this, please. Maybe add a copper. That might be it. It's hard to tell on my map because I just because all of my resources, as far as the analytics are concerned, are shared, so I can't really tell what's what anymore. All right, so I'm going to make all of these Stirling engines out of aluminum right here, if possible. Isn't that a cool looking machine? I wonder if it'll start running right now if we just plug it in. Maybe grab some wires and throw it on there real quick. Oh no, what happened down here? Oh, hey! Some shine nymphs showed up. Where did they come from? Oh no, they just keep showing. What's going on? All right, we're gonna bring in another duplicate over here on the super modded side. Ice Fox, welcome to the base and thank you so much for being a Patreon supporter. Again, you, just like the other dupe, you only get to go this way. And then we're going to set you up right on over here. There you go. All right, I think you already took that spot. Nope, let's see here. That is Panda. Panda, you don't get to go. Why are you trying to sleep on the wrong side of the map, Panda? Hey, this looks like it's been built for the most part. It's... All right, there we go. Plug that in. 23, 23. Okay, temperature gradient is less than 10 degrees Celsius, so it's not running. Awesome. All right, so that's how we know when it's going to run. So what I'm going to do now is we're just going to put in a layer of water down here. So that'll be the thermal medium that a liquid pipe will then run through, which is going to be, well, I guess it has to be copper, unless we can refine aluminium over here. Let's go ahead and do that. Can we do that? Yeah, let's do the aluminum then. Have at it, dupes. All right, so another thing I'm going to have over here is a liquid tank. This is going to allow me to store the liquid up. So it should ultimately go through a cooling loop up here. And then we're going to check the temperature. And if it is cold, then we'll kind of bring it back down here and put the cool liquid there. So the hot will just keep going around and around in this area once we get that up and running. So let's go ahead and take the aluminum ore, take that and run that right here. And then we're going to flip that over to an insulated pipe. I don't think we have ceramic on this side of the map, so I'll just do igneous. And then I'll run through a temperature check right here at the end. So if I go down to plumbing real quick and I look for a liquid pipe thermal sensor, and this will tell me the temperature of that, and if it is cool enough, then I'm actually going to run that through a liquid shutoff, which I can fit right here, just like so. Otherwise, this liquid is going to run past this and then just return right back down here like this. Boop. Now I need to give this whole pipe a direction, so that's what we're going to do with this right here. All right, so that's coming together. What do we have going on over here? Well, we've done most of the work that we were looking to do. However, we're not yet hooked up to the automation wire. We need that element sensor, so that's going to go right there, and then we need the automation signal. That's going to be running to that. And then at that point, I can start to turn the pump back on and probably clear out some of the salt water. And if we dig up right here, we can actually let it flow out. All right, so before I forget about it, let's go back over here and start to look at what I need to do. Oh, this is lining up good. Look at that. I could put a little shearing station right there. Nice. Let's go ahead and make it out of ceramic. Why not? And then for the shipper, then we put the loader right there. This is nice. My brain is pretty much fried, guys. I have been working non-stop for over 2 weeks now. Anywhere from 8 to probably about 12-hour days, just trying to get my CAD class online. I was so trying to get it done last month, and I'm actually technically at the point where I could launch it. Matter of fact, if you were to go over to watchitprint.com, you would pretty much see it. However, there are just a few more clicks. But I can tell you what, the thing about starting up your own business, I don't want to discourage anybody from doing it, but every time you think you have one thing to do, you actually have 5 things to do. And since it's all new to me, I'm learning it the hard way. One hard step after another. But it'll be good. It'll set me up, and hopefully years from now I'll look back on this and say, yes, that was a smart thing. Or I could look back and see that, man, that was a lot of work. And it wasn't worth it, but yeah, that keeps me up at night too. Anyhow, moving on here. I'm gonna put some farms in here. He's actually growing something a little bit different. So Haneko's farm here is really set up for a normal Draco, not a glossy Draco. Now, I am in the need of plastic. However, I think if we start just digging down as far as we can go, then we might actually find that. Matter of fact, if I build an atmosuit station, then we should be able to go down there and possibly find some crude oil, hopefully. But this map is actually a lot bigger than it looks. At least a lot bigger than I was expecting. I thought it was going to be kind of a small map, but it's not. so we'll go down there and hopefully find it. Why do I have a sun down here? What has happened? What? Shine bugs. What have we done? What is dupes? Dupes. Oh, because we're not shipping those eggs. So they just ended up all over here. Oh, okay. Well, what's the decor like? Very nice. You know, I don't see anything wrong with this. Let's just... Oh, jeez. Woo-woo! Okay, what else do we have going on here? I don't think it was mentioned, but there was a comment saying that this could technically be done with like one door, rather than the 3 doors right here. So maybe I'll make a change to that. It would save me a little bit of space. But yeah, you could possibly do this with just 1 door because then it wouldn't close on a dupe. This is what I had done. So, the evolution of ideas. And so much mopping. I mean, this side is not really succeeding greatly over here. Oh no. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh no, smooth hatchling. I'm sorry, critters. I didn't mean for this to happen. There's just... Oh no. Dupes. What have you done? And by the way, this is supposed to be looking at salt water. There we go. If that's... Now that's looking at salt water. Let's flip this. And get that liquid running. Let's see what happens. Oh, yeah. Oh. Alright, so there goes salt water. And hey, look at that. It's actually coming out nice and cold. Perfect. The only thing is we better use up this water. If not, we can always just dig over here and let the water flow out. I'm not really succeeding flawlessly today. Don't worry about it. There you go, dupes. Just keep building. You'll be fine. There's more stuff being printed. LG, there we go. I never did hook up this door for eggs. But yeah. Yeah, it's a thing. Oh man. Even more water. Good thing you built that wall, dupes. We might just have to let this flood over here and then down to this spot so that it finds its way into the tank. That would actually be a fair bit more efficient after a certain amount of, oh, I don't know, maybe? So long as the water's on top of the salt water. Hey, how's the desalinator working? Look at that, that's doing great. Lots of nice clean water over there. Perfect. And maybe we can even deliver some salt to the tables. Wait a minute, did I have this clicked to all? Dupes? Dupes? This is super dangerous. Oh my god. Well, priority level 9. Oh geez, even more water. Alright, so we've cleared this out. That's good. We can only go, I think, to the left. Hopefully that's correct. And then we're going to slap down some igneous ladders over here, so hopefully we can actually get out of that area. And then we'll try to break the dam and let the water out, but not the salt water, because we still need to process that. Although some salt water is still finding its way past. But then it looks like... Panda, you managed to do the impossible. I didn't... Oh, jeez, dude. What? Panda? Okay. Where did all that water go? Hey, look at this. Our water's flowing past. Real nice. There we go. That's actually worked out. Now, if we dig out these 2 tiles, it should flow a little bit faster. Because it's spilling over here. Dupes. Ada, come on. No, Ada, no. Just don't go through there. Ada. No more dupes need to go through that door. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Hey, that's working pretty good. I'm not really able to confirm or deny whether or not this is costing me a bunch to run the water through it. It does look like it's constantly running, so it may not be like a sieve to where it just kind of passes through. So long as I don't have salt water down here. Okay, I have a tiny amount. We can actually mop that up. There we go. We're able to clear all that out. And then just let that pass through. Alright, dupes, how you doing over here? Ooh! How you doing on the modded side? Oh, you guys are doing good. Go ahead and throw in some igneous rock right there. You've got access to unlimited power. Beautiful. That's what I like to see. Alright, so now, dupes over here, you guys are going to do... Alright, another thing for you guys over here to do is just to build up a couple of these batteries real quick. Actually, we're going to shift that one to the right. And then what I'm going to do is hook up the heavy watt joint plate right there. In a slightly different location. And then using a power... And then I'm going to use this battery here to run a power shutoff so that I only let power run out of this once we've filled the battery up sufficiently. That is just to make sure that I keep the liquid shutoff running. And besides, this thing should be pumping out. This should pretty much always be down. Alright, so modded side dupes, you guys need to bring in a little bit of water over here. So that's a bottle filler. Go ahead and just grab some water. Go ahead and auto bottle that. Which I don't know if you even have access to water. So go ahead and build some of that. Nope. Yeah, just do that number real quick. And then... Oh boy. Alright, go ahead and dig this stuff out real quick. And then have at it. Alright, I need to keep consuming water. So let me just go ahead and make sure I get all the research done. This has been just a mess of an episode. I'm sorry. I would have liked it to gone better, but you know what? It's about as good as I'm going to be able to do today. I do have some water down here. So that's coming together. Sweet. And this is getting pretty close to being up and operational. I've already brought in water. That's probably enough. So we'll kind of shut that down. And then I'm going to go in here and I'm going to seal this up. So now we just have water in there. It's not going to go anywhere. It might turn into steam, but hey, it'll still be trapped. And this, wow, this has worked out. Look at all of that. So I was able to drain this old giant puddle up here. I'm not sure I could have expected anything better. Man, we got more water up there. And you know what? We got heat over here. And some sort of geyser thing, possibly. Who knows? On this map, it's probably another volcano. What? We might be able to use the salt water to tame the heat over here. Which is, oh my gosh, 140 degrees Celsius. Holy moly. A bit sloppy, but I'm getting the job done. Unfortunately, I am out of time today. I'll try to catch up on the dupe debrief another time. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Stay awesome. Peace. Brothgar.